Hello and welcome to Morgan's Rock Railroad. My name is Bob. Let's get back to model railroading. I've got my benches all set up. I put down foam. It's not all the way around. It's halfway through this curve here and probably about 7 or 8 feet to the right down there. I'm using my Nikon D90 for the first time doing this, so hopefully that works out. And I'm getting ready to paint my backdrop. These were cut previously for the old layout, and they're 12 inches by 4 feet, like there and there. This one I had to chop for down here. We all know how that goes. But I can't carry a big sheet of that by myself because it wobbles and I can't manage it. So buy the 4x8 sheets or the 4x4 sheets, and that way I'm easy to carry it out of the store and get it home. On my fascia here, or fascia, however you want to say it, a friend of mine went there with me and got that. These were cut for the previous layout, so I have screw holes in weird places, but I'll figure something out with that. Maybe put a fake screw in there, or a screw that goes nowhere. You know, when you screw something in, you hit a hole and it just spins. I think we'll be doing that, just glue it in. But anyhow, I've got 1 inch pink foam here. I'm not going with 2 inch. And I've lined it up so that it lays pretty much even here. And what I'm going to do is I'm changing the story behind Morgan's Rock Railroad. What it was going to be was when Montana Rail Link was still around, I did all my locomotives in the run Montana Rail Link colors and decals. And what I'm going to do now is just, because they no longer exist, you can't lease their locos from them or get service from them, just going to patch out the logos. I'm going to keep MRL on there because I have tons of MRL decals. So I'm just going to patch it out and eventually get some Morgan's Rock Railroad decals for the side, indicating the name. But here, this is going to be a switching layout, and this is going to be the yard. It's not going to be a very big yard, and what I'm hoping is you'll be able to see this. This is Zanesville, Ohio Central Yard. Let me get behind the camera to see if you can see this. And a little rough there. But they have 1 track that goes all the way out and leaves their yard, and 1 that comes down and to the south. So we have 1 leading out to the north on the left side, and 1 leading down to the south on the right side of the yard. And here's another picture of it. 4 of the tracks dead end. This is printed off of the printer. It's kind of crappy. Yeah, it is. You can't see it. But anyhow, I have a satellite view of it. I've been there, I've taken pictures of it, but I don't know what happened to the pictures, and I have a million thumb drives of photos. But that's what I'm basing it on, is that Ohio Central yard, because it makes sense for something like this, and that's what I'm going to do. And I follow a guy online. His name is on YouTube, SoCal Scale Models, and I tried my best because he's got a great background and he's got a nice sky. So I went to Home Depot today and I had number 2 here, C'est La Vie, picked out, and I'm going to use that as my background sky. It's a lot lighter than what's on the wall over here, so we're going to give it a whirl here and see how it looks. I tried to put the clouds up. Oh yeah, this is going to be nice. Tried to put the clouds up and it puckers. It's like toilet paper. So I didn't go that route. I took it off here immediately, right when I saw that, and I tried to smooth it out, without any success. So, and here we go with the first coat of this, and it's looking pretty good. It's a flat Glidden paint. No sponsor there, but it'd be nice to get a Glidden sponsorship, right? Hey. So, I know you can't see where I'm at right here, but it's going on pretty good. It looks like I'm probably going to need 2 coats. And this layout will be perfect for DCC. I'm all DC right now. And I don't know if I'll go to DCC. Since I have so much DC equipment. I know you can upgrade them. I don't want to spend the time doing that. So, and on the Nikon D9, oh, look at that. I'm over the glue and it's starting to, so I think I'm just going to have to put 1 coat on here and then come back where that glue was. That dried up yesterday, so it's not like I was impatient and had to get to it right now. So, yeah, this is going to require 2 coats. On the fascia, I used the gray that I used on the walls and floors down here. Had some of that left over, so I didn't want to waste it. So I used it on the fascia to give it a gray look. Kind of looks weird, but it's uniform. It matches the floor, and which is kind of interesting. But most people use black or green or some type of brown. But yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. So we're back to model railroading now. To my right, I have no place to put anything because I took my cabinet out that was there. It looks like it was put up not too long after the house was built. The wood was kind of rough, like it came out of a mill. And it's all out on the trailer waiting to go get scrapped somewhere. Let me move my papers down here. Doesn't matter if this gets on the brown, but I'm going to try to keep it a little bit neat. But I have no place to put anything, so and I don't have the room to put all the buildings and everything that I had before on, so I'll be getting rid of a lot of that. What I don't use is going to be more switching here than switching industries, and there are just buildings like Ford dealership and things like that. I'm going to have the scrap yard, the elevator, a couple of feed mills, and things along that line. So yeah, this is going to be nice. So on this D90 here, I only have about 10 minutes recording time because I don't have that big of a card in here. I use that for mostly photography, and I can get a million pictures on one of those cards, but the video is kind of short. So anyways, we're back at it. We're going slowly here. The yard has a building here, and I have a building that would be perfect for that. There's a road that comes down here. I'm going to have the road, and there's one that comes up here, and it dead ends on that in the real world. I'm going to bring it around to there, but we've got a lot of trees up there, so that when it leaves the yard, it's going to disappear in a clump of trees. And there's also a mound there, so I'm actually going to do a little bit of elevation work down there. So I'm going to get this backdrop painted today, just down to the curve here, in the curve. And I'll come back to the second coat, and then we'll start working on here. I bought a 40-pound bag of topsoil. I cooked about 2 pounds of it last night in the oven. So I'm going to sift that later and start on the surface textures. Primarily in the yard. They don't use a whole lot of ballast in the yard. It's mostly dirt and a little bit, but you can see it mixed in, and we're off to a great start here. So basement's dry. I say I have about 97% contained on the basement water. It rained like hell yesterday, and there were some spots that didn't show any water when I did the work, but put a towel down and took care of the problem. So I'm going to have to go back over that, go back over that and take care of that. But for the most part, this is all done, and now we can get back to model railroading. So thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next video.